For the most part, generations are kind of made up, but I do think that there are certain traits that cohorts have in common with each other. For instance, I believe that there is a divide between my generation and my parents' generation, Gen X and Boomers, and Millennials, Gen Z, and eventually Gen Alpha. And the name of that divide is late-stage capitalism. For my generation and my parents' generation, and only for people who looked like me, I can't speak to any other race's experience, but my lived experience, we had a very good hope to opportunity ratio. Meaning our lives didn't always turn out the way we wanted them to turn out, but we had enough opportunity that it wasn't silly to hope for better. I believe that millennials, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha don't hope as much as we did because they understand that the number of opportunities that they have isn't necessarily high enough to sustain that hope. And there is no solution to this that can be done in a video or put in a t-shirt or shared in a meme on Facebook by that uncle you really don't want to talk to this Thanksgiving. I do think that there's one thing that my generation and the boomers can do when dealing with the younger generations, and that's to understand where they're coming from and to know that our advice does not necessarily apply to their lives. Like when you see all these people posting about bootstraps and whatnot, the only thing I hear is, why don't you just go get a paper route? There aren't papers anymore. It's not any great wisdom to say that empathy and understanding is the place that all conversations need to start with. I do think it bears repeating because I see a lot of people my age and older still giving advice about you don't need a cell phone and what's with all this avocado toast like it was 2007. Guys, there are robot brains taking their jobs. That's something we didn't have to deal with. Here's hoping that nobody makes a robot that can make jokes about its robot thing because, then I'd be out of a job. I don't think I really have to say this because the second you mention generations, everybody runs to the comments and starts throwing spaghetti at the wall. But I do want to hear your thoughts on this. Is there a divide? Am I seeing this correctly? Younger people, did I get this right? Older people, what are you still doing awake? It's 7 p.m. Come on. It's a little joke. Don't get mad. Little joke. Anyway, see you in the comments.